Transplanting is necessary when plants are in the wrong place. Either they need more light, or they've gotten too big, or there's a color clash. So at those times, you have to get in there and dig the whole plant up and move it. And we do this in a wheelbarrow so that everything stays nice and moist with as little damage to the roots as possible. And then we'll put the main piece back. Now you just fill back in around the one that will need to be transplanted, and then bring some more soil around the original as well. So when your plants get too big, don't hesitate to transplant them. Take a piece off and move it around. That way you get more plants. Good soil is the foundation for great gardens. As you can see, this soil here is rocky, lean, and very light colored. Great for growing weeds, not so much for plants. So we want to amend this soil so the plant roots can have the nutrients, the minerals, and the water holding capacity that they need. So amendments like peat moss, compost, even sand help improve drainage, fertility, and tilth. We're going to throw in some good manure and compost with this soil, and then mix it up. Once you got your soil in the wheelbarrow, you just want to stir it all up. And you can do this in ground as well. But doing it in the wheelbarrow is a thorough way to make sure that even the rockiest, leanest soil gets amended with everything that it needs. Now is also a good time if you wanted to add in fertilizer or any other nutrient that you want to feed at the moment. Now, if you want to adjust the pH, it's a good time to add in your lime or your aluminum sulfate products if you need to, before you add it back to the garden. Soil pH measures the amount of acidity in your soil. If your pH values are below 7, then that means that they're going to be acidic. If they're above 7, then they're basic. Think about water as being neutral. Water's right at 7. And things that are acidic are sour, like soda and vinegar. Things that are basic are going to be more chalky, like milk and then antacids. So you want to collect your soil at a depth of from 3 to 6 inches. You want to make sure to pick out any rocks or debris. You're going to have instructions to tell you exactly how to go ahead and take your pH values. You want to add in a little water with the capsule, put it inside of your little capsule, your test tube, shake it up, and then you let it sit and it'll give you a color which corresponds to a pH value. We've got one we did earlier, and what we can tell, the soil around here is pretty basic. There's your little chart. So we know that if you have basic soil, you want to try to get it back closer to 7. What you do that with is you add things that help acidify the soil, like aluminum sulfate. Or if your pH was similar to this vinegar here, where it came out on the more acid side, you may want to add lime. But you'll have all the instructions on how to adjust your pH in your pamphlet. So read over everything and check your soil's pH. Mulch helps cover the ground and provides a lot of benefits for plants. It conserves soil moisture, moderates soil temperature, provides a finished look, and also provides a few nutrients as it decomposes. Mulch has been shown to improve the health of trees and shrubs in particular. So you definitely want to make sure that you get a mulch ring around them. And it also just looks a little better. Mulch rings should be like shallow bowls. When you see soil that's kind of dry or whatever, like this in here, having that mulch around it will just really change water is kept in the soil and make it a little easier for the plant. So as you're spreading your mulch bowl around, you want the shallowest part of the bowl to be closer to the plant and the deeper part of the bowl to be away from the plant. Mulch around the whole plant on the drip zone, which is as far as the lower branch tips come out. So we want to make sure that we're mulched at least to there with our mulch ring. The long handle shovel is the perfect tool for digging, and the long handle makes it easy on the back. The garden fork is invaluable for transplanting perennials or moving shrubs. You won't damage the roots. It goes down and lifts them up, which makes it good also for getting up potatoes and sweet potatoes. The bow rake is a nice sturdy rake, really good for moving mulch or compost around, also just for preparing a seed bed. Bypass pruners are for a nice, sharp, clean cut. And then garden trowels are great for weeding and also just planting in containers and other small spaces.